Hello and welcome to your daily dose of Satoshi's news. Today's date is Thursday, the 31st of October 2024, the year of 1 million transactions per second or more, and the anniversary of the publishing of the Bitcoin white paper. I should have actually put that in Bitcoin history, but we'll get to that in just a second. So in today's show, we have got this, which everybody's getting far too excited about, but I think I've uncovered that it's a scam. As we probably would expect. We're just going to read through the article there. That's the official press release for it. Again, doesn't really look all that professional, to be honest with you. But this was published 7 hours ago in Cointelegraph, so it's getting global crypto publicity. I was also sent a link by Vinny Lingham, who was just like, "Oh, what's going on here?" It looks like we found what it actually really is. And Fully Crypto has just published something on here 2 hours ago saying Satoshi unveiling link to accused scammer. Sounds about right. Then we just got a post here about potentially the Bank of International Settlements using they're calling it the Project Mandala, which is obviously related to BSV because Bitcoin is structured in a Mandala network. This article by Forbes saying a declaration of war, Fed and ECB, that's the European Central Bank, plot to tax or ban Bitcoin and use price gains to escape $35.7 trillion doom loop. Then we're just going to listen to this clip from Andres Antonopoulos, a post here from CSW, and that'll be the end of the show. Right, let's get into it.
Satoshi, like a cowboy in the West, riding on the blockchain that they call the very best. 1 million strong and transactions flying free. Just wait for the Terra node, you'll surely see.
Here we go. So this was this is what's been put out, and which everyone's getting quite excited about. But hey, what's this? However, I have looked on Eventbrite, and there is no event at this location advertised for today. So we'll just have a look, see what the article says. So it says press at Satoshi Nakamoto to reveal legal identity on 31st of October. News provided by PR London Live on Wednesday 30th of October. So it says London, United Kingdom, October 30th, 2024. After over a decade of speculation and mystery, the world will finally learn the true identity of Satoshi Nakamoto, the elusive inventor of Bitcoin and the foundational blockchain technology. On this momentous occasion, again, a Blockstream and HBO just revealed their speculative guess, it being Peter Todd. And so nobody is clearly taking that speculative punt seriously. Because it's just, let's get on to the next big speculation. Everybody knows it's not Peter Todd. Everybody knows it. The world will finally learn the true identity of Satoshi Nakamoto, the elusive inventor of Bitcoin and the foundational blockchain technology. On this momentous occasion, Nakamoto will reveal his legal identity in a live press conference marking a historic event in the cryptocurrency landscape. And they've got a quote here saying, the time has come for me to officially reveal my identity. I'm facing significant legal challenges and I believe the world deserves to know the truth. SN, really. Nakamoto, whose white paper launched the world's first decentralized cryptocurrency, again, not cryptocurrency, it's actually a commodity, in 2008, has cited growing legal pressure as a driving factor for this decision. Quote here, the time has come for me to officially reveal my identity. I'm facing significant legal challenges and believe the world deserves to know the truth, Nakamoto stated. Really? To who? The announcement coincides with the anniversary of the Bitcoin's white paper release and will provide verifiable truth to confirm Nakamoto's identity once and for all. This just sounds hilarious. This unprecedented revelation marks the end of more than 15 years of anonymity and signals a new chapter for Bitcoin and blockchain technology. So they've got here event details, date 31st of October 2024, time 11:30 a.m, venue the Frontline Club, Norfolk Place, Paddington, London W2. And they've said here, a live demonstration will be conducted during the press conference, conclusively proving Nakamoto's status as the creator of Bitcoin. How are they going to do that? Because possession doesn't prove identity, as Craig has been saying over and over and over. This event promises to be the most significant moment in history of cryptocurrency. Really? Media registration due to limited availability. Again, fear of missing out. It's just another blag. Media representatives are encouraged to RSVP, that's respond a civil play, as soon as possible. Names, organisations and contact details should be sent to press@prlondonlive.com. For immediate arrangements to attend, contact Charles for a press pass at 0800 999 1365. Given the significance of this occasion, prompt action is recommended to reserve a place. For additional press materials or to request credentials from the press conference, please contact press@prlondonlive.com. Press release distributed by Press Out on behalf of PR London Live on Wednesday, 30th of October 2024. For more information, subscribe and follow blah 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 blah. And again, this is the PDF. There we go. That's linked to it, just exactly what we've just read there. It just doesn't look convincing at all, but wouldn't expect anything less, to be honest with you. Let's see what Cointelegraph has said on it. So they've said another one. Oh, yes, indeed. Satoshi's identity to be revealed October 31st, claims PR firm. A public relations firm claims Satoshi Nakamoto will reveal their legal identity at an upcoming press conference, put spelling gaffes, broken links, and AI-generated press releases have raised eyebrows. An unknown PR agency, how ironic is that? An unknown public relations agency, dear oh dear, that claims to know the true identity of Bitcoin creator Satoshi Nakamoto says it will reveal the long-held secret in a press conference on October 31st, inviting attendees to London to meet Satoshi. There are more than a few red flags about the announcement, however. In an October 30th press release, a so-called public relations PR firm, London Live, says it will reveal the legal identity of Nakamoto at a frontline club in Paddington, London on October 31st. There have been several good reasons to stay under wraps up to now, but the experiment is complete. It did not go exactly as intended, but overall has been a great success. There is a lot to say, and some of it may shock you. The typo-laden Advent description for the event reads... the crypto-laden event description for the event reads: the true identity of Satoshi Nakamoto has been one of the biggest mysteries in crypto, including his disappearance in 2011. Quoted, this is what we just read. The time has come for me to officially reveal my identity. I am facing significant legal challenges and I believe the world deserves the truth, Nakamoto apparently says in his press release. However, only 103 people are currently members of the Meet Satoshi group on Meetup, which was created more than 2 years ago. Satoshi Nakamoto revealed his identity via a press conference in the least Satoshi thing ever. I'm calling a BS, ex-user Wayne Vaughn wrote in an October 31st post. Meet Satoshi. Oh dear, oh dear. A Meet Satoshi post. Meeting / conferences with the genuine inventor. Oh, they're using the word genuine inventor of Bitcoin and blockchain technology. Please do not confuse this with the Craig Wright interviews or a Dorian. This is 100% genuine. Well, now we know that's bullshit. There have been several good reasons to stay under wraps up until now, but the experiment is complete. It did not go exactly as intended, but overall has been a great success. There is a lot to say, and some of it may shock you. Yeah, shock horror. Please join the show interest. I will arrange these in various locations and I'm open to suggestions. I apologise to anyone who joined the group, joined the previous group. It was cancelled as we were travelling and had other important issues to deal with. However, this is now being arranged and events will be imminent. I shall look forward to your contact. It's Charles Anderson, MSc, the official representative, quote, and only living person who knows the true identity, which will be proven of Satoshi Nakamoto. That was quite funny, really. So, meanwhile, there are questions over the PR London Live is a team, questions over what PR London Live is and the team behind it. PR London Live Lifestyle, PR London Life styles itself as London's PR media platform that provides a platform for genuine significant content but does not list a single content or a partner on its website. The firm's official website lists Charles Anderson as the CEO and content manager, as well as the firm's top investigative journalist as the only living person who knows the true identity of Satoshi Nakamoto. Anderson's LinkedIn page claims he's been Satoshi Nakamoto's business partner. That's hilarious. personal assistant, media manager, and legal respective since October 2017, and has been organising an event called the Big Reveal on Nakamoto's true identity for the last 5 years. However, the firm's webpage and copy are riddled with spelling mistakes, grammatical errors, and broken, non-existent hyperlinks. Portions of the copy have also been flagged when submitted to AI detectors. Let's have a look. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of funny, really. So yeah, this was the meetup page saying, we've just read this one: meetings, conferences, and with the genuine inventor of Bitcoin and blockchain technology. Please do not confuse these with Craig Wright or interviews or Dorian. Give me a break. And this was published 2 hours ago, saying Satoshi unveiling link to accused scammer. A Satoshi Nakamoto reveal plan for today is connected to an alleged fraud. The organizer, Charles Anderson, is alleged to have worked with another man, Stephen Moeller, trying to defraud the UK businessman. It is assumed that Moeller will be revealed as Satoshi Nakamoto. A Satoshi Nakamoto unveiling scheduled for today in London is connected to one of 2 individuals accused of trying to scam a UK businessman with the ruse. A press release yesterday announced that Satoshi Nakamoto would finally reveal himself in London at 11:30 a.m. GMT. But the name connected to the event is one half of the GOO recently accused of trying to defraud the businessman. While there are no details of what exactly this unveiling will entail, it is assumed that the other part of the double act will be presented and the whole thing be a shambles. Momentous occasion, the Bitcoin world was informed of the alleged unveiling through a press release published yesterday. Over a decade of speculation and mystery, the world will finally learn the true identity of Satoshi Nakamoto, the elusive inventor of Bitcoin and the foundational blockchain technology. Blah, 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 blah. The event, timed to coincide with the 16th anniversary of the Bitcoin white paper, will provide verifiable truth to confirm Nakamoto's identity once and for all, although no clue is given as to what the proof will entail. Hopefully it's not a series of disastrous lawsuits, Craig? Sham in making. The idea that Satoshi Nakamoto would reveal himself in a press conference is, as we saw in 2016, laughable. And it doesn't make much sleuthing to uncover the possible motive behind the sham. The email address on the press release belongs to one Charles Anderson, who was accused 2 weeks ago of trying to defraud British businessman Dalmit Dolin, a civil servant. Anderson is accused of working in tandem with another man, Stephen Moeller, on the scam, with the pair pretending that Moeller was Satoshi Nakamoto and that he controlled 165,000 bitcoins stored in Singapore. Is that it? No further details have been revealed over the plot, but it can be assumed that Moeller and Anderson tried to ring cash out of Dolly on the basis that they would pay him back in bitcoins. Anderson's role as the organizer of the press conference is therefore a pretty strong clue that Satoshi will be Moeller, and the whole thing will be a ridiculous attempt to aid their lawsuit or even further crimes. That sounds more like it. So we've just got this YouTube video here posted by Orange Gateway saying that the Bank of International Settlements were revealing their Project Mandela, their technical explainer of what the Mandela network is. But again, that's how the genuine Bitcoin is structured. Let's have a look at this one by Forbes, a declaration of war. The Fed and ECB plot to tax or ban Bitcoin and use price gains to escape the $35.7 trillion doom loop. Bitcoin has surged this year, pushing cryptocurrency back into the limelight as fears swirl the US could collapse into bankruptcy due to its $35.7 trillion debt spiraling out of control. Look, the US dollar, or the US prints its own currency. How can they be in debt to their own currency? I'll just print myself some more of it to get myself out of the debt that I created for myself. Unlocking over $3,000 in perks, including unparalleled. Oh, that must be an advert. The Bitcoin price has soared back towards its all-time high of just over $70,000 per Bitcoin, boosted by former US President Donald Trump's crypto bombshell. Now, as Wall Street giant JP Morgan issues a huge Bitcoin price prediction, the Federal Reserve and the European Central Bank have each published papers attacking Bitcoin, branded a declaration of war. Is that it? The Federal Reserve, the Bank of Minneapolis, has published a paper this week arguing Bitcoin and similar assets could be taxed or banned to help governments maintain deficits. A legal prohibition against Bitcoin can restore unique implementations of permanent primary deficits, and so can tax on Bitcoin. Really? The paper's authors wrote, adding, Bitcoin creates a balanced budget trap that highlights spending shortfalls. The Fed has joined the European Central Bank in its attack on Bitcoin, said Van X head of digital asset research Matthew Siegel. Writing in an X thread, the paper fantasizes about legal prohibition and extra taxes on Bitcoin to ensure government debt remains the only risk-free security. Again, the only way they can tax Bitcoin is if you use a custodial wallet, a Lightning custodial wallet, which is what Samson Mao have been encouraging. How ironic. The Bitcoin price has surged along with the price of gold this year as investors bet higher interest rates combined with a huge increase in deficits will create a feedback loop, forcing governments to print more currency. That should be currency, not money. You can't print money. US national debt has skyrocketed in recent years, crossing the $34 trillion mark at the beginning of 2024, largely due to COVID, no surprise there, and lockdowns, stimulus measures that sent inflation spiralling out of control and forced the Federal Reserve to hike interest rates at a historical clip. Earlier this year, the Bank of America analyst warns that the US debt load is about to ramp up to add $1 trillion every 100 days, potentially fueling a Bitcoin price surge, and could reach $36 trillion by the end of 2024. The Fed's paper follows a report from the ECB that argues that the existence of Bitcoin impoverishes both non-holders and latecomers, describing it as a zero-sum game. Well, that's what a Ponzi scheme is, in which Bitcoiners buyers increase their real wealth and consumption at the expense of others. Well, that's exactly what a Ponzi scheme does. So they're right about it. That's what BTC is. The ECB claims that the early Bitcoin adopters steal economic value from the latecomers. Bitcoin analyst Tur Demeter posts on X calling the paper a true declaration of war and adding he added strongly believes authorities will use the Luddite argument to enact harsh taxes or bans. Well, we can't actually do that on Bitcoin. Let's see what this last bit says. The ECB paper warns that continued Bitcoin price appreciation could divide society and calls for government actions that would prevent Bitcoin prices from rising or to see a Bitcoin disappear altogether. Non-holders should recognize that the Bitcoin's rise is fueled by wealth distribution at their expense. The ECB senior management advisor and the report author, Jargon Schaff, posted on X, there are compelling reasons to advocate for policies that curb Bitcoin's growth or even eliminate it. Earlier this month, Italian's government said it was considering raising the capital gains tax on Bitcoin to 42% from 26%. While just this week in Denmark, politicians proposed taxing unrealized Bitcoin and crypto gains. Unrealized crypto and Bitcoin gains? That's hilarious. Honestly, what an absolute shambles this whole thing is. This is just the central banks, again, running scared, trying to disguise what Bitcoin really is. Let's have a look at this post from Truth Machine. So, Truth Machine has said here, BTC, quote here, expert and BT's partners, Andreasopoulos, admits that in 2017, when SegWit was activated, it created a new network. Well, it did, yeah, it's an altcoin. Let's have a listen.
If this plays out as I expect, and many people expect, we're going to have a fairly uneventful situation. 85% of the network is going to change the rules on July 31st. August 1st, we're going to have a new network which will have SegWit activated. Everybody's money continues to run.
Wow. Look at a new network. A new network is going to be created. He knows it's an altcoin. I wonder when the rest of the world is going to wake up and realise that. Good grief. Let's read this post from Craig. He said the non-transferability of miner rights is grounded in the principle that early miners, including Dr. Wright, earned rights strictly linked to their participation in expanding the Bitcoin database. Without obtaining ownership or control over it, miners' rights are limited to their operational role within Nakamoto's original protocol, meaning they cannot independently modify or transfer these rights. This distinction aligns with the precedent set in Football Dataco Limited versus Yahoo UK Limited 2012, which affirms that database ownership and control rights are enforceable solely by the creator or designated owner. The case underscores that only those with established ownership, not mere participants, retain exclusive control over database contents, thereby reinforcing that miners' rights are confined to their functional contributions under the protocol without extending to proprietary claims. Yeah, and I think the date of the 911 billion pound claim came to an end on the 29th of October, and he should have got a default judgment by then. But yeah, who knows? We'll have to sort of keep an eye on that and get to the bottom of it. Let's have a quick look at this 365 days of Bitcoin history, with it being 31st of October. Here we go. Let's have a look. Where are we? October 31st. Oh yeah, there we go, look. That was filed on the 10th of October. Oof. Here we go. 30th of October 2008, the pseudonymous author of the Bitcoin white paper, Satoshi Nakamoto, plagiarized Craig Wright's work from his paper from the Northumbria University in the publication of the Bitcoin white paper, using this exact sentence structure. Quote here, a purely peer-to-peer version of electronic cash would allow online payments to be sent directly from one party to another without going through and it was like a centralized third party or whatever it was. I should actually have a link to the release of the Bitcoin white paper on the. Here we go. This is it. This is it. There we go. Friday, 31st of October at 10 minutes past 2 EDT time, 2008. This was it. This was it. That was the link. Amazing. This was the email that started it all. Amazing. Amazing. Truly amazing. Brilliant. I've just seen the price improve going up to 53. Maybe this is speculative BS about what's going on with this press thing in a minute. What is this? Well, oh, look, that must be the press. Is that the press release? People speculating that Craig is going to do this big reveal. I doubt it. This is actually Bitcoin versus Gradecoin. Price is actually like moving up in comparison to Gradecoin. I'm sure it will come down once the press release is over. What was this? Oh, I think this was the announcement of the BIS talking about the Mandela structure, and this thing here must be the press release. Yeah, interesting. Right, there we go. That is the end of the show. That is 22 minutes. Hope you enjoyed it. So as ever, if you enjoy these updates, please ding your donations for your appreciation to either Satoshi at Sentme.com, Handcash.io, Simply.cash, Relaser.com, Rockwallet.me or Senti.ch. We'll leave it there. Hope you enjoyed it. As ever, be aware, take care, stay safe out there, and we'll see you in the next one.